The president, right after these strikes were announced, ruled out putting U.S. boots on the ground in Syria, but the pressure is building for more military action.
Yes, and I think he signaled that he's ready to use that military action. We can't have boots on the ground, but I think potentially some kind of option like airstrikes against some of those weapon sites to protect the rebels are in the cards, in my view. Now, I think what happened with Israel is Israel's also sending a signal to Iran, to Hezbollah, but possibly to us, too, that the situation right in the Syrian area is getting very, very tense. But I think in the next few days, my view is that the president will opt towards some kind of limited military option.
Senator DeMint, is that something he should do?
Well, Israel is acting in self-defense. Clearly, Iran is shipping more precise guided missiles through Syria, so the less stable Syria is, the more dangerous it is for Israel. I think we've probably taken too much of a passive or at least an unclear stance on this for too long. That's created more instability. I think the president needs to make it clear what we will do, and he's already tried to do that with his bright red line, which he hadn't followed through on. So I don't know what his steps should be right now, but clearly his indecisiveness has destabilized and probably brought Israel into this.
Clearly also, though, Koki, the public not rushing for
and
military
that is a huge problem. Look, the president doesn't know what to do, and neither does anybody else. And so what you have is a lot of people criticizing the president for doing nothing, and then when you ask them what should happen, they kind of dance all over the place. But with the public being so completely disillusioned with American wars abroad that have gone on for so long, you know that these wars in Afghanistan and Iraq have cost every American family something like $45,000, not to mention, of course, the lives. And it really takes a whole foreign policy option off the table when Americans say that they don't want to have our troops engaged in another war. And that's a problem because we need to have every single option available in a very dangerous world.
One of the big questions, Mary Matlin, is how effective actually arming the rebels can be and what kind of consequences that could create if those weapons fall into the wrong hands.
That's right. So to echo much of what has been said here, his policy ranges from incoherent to feckless. He's redrawn his red lines. He's reversed his opposition to arming the rebels. He doesn't know who they are. We don't have good intelligence because of the effects of the policies, his policies dismantling our security infrastructure. So this is all playing out. Yes, it is difficult to know what to do in a transitioning region. Something we know not to do is what he has done, which is issue these red right lines and then walk back from them.